I want to firstly show my remorse and apologise to the club, the coaches, the board, my teammates, and especially the Swans supporters. I made a bad mistake. I put myself at risk, and I take full responsibility. I'm obviously extremely disappointed, and this is not a reflection of the captain I aspired to be. And I'm gutted that this will potentially put the start of my season at risk. But one thing I do want to assure people is I'm doing everything I possibly can to get back as quick as possible. And for Swans fans, I want to make it really clear that this will not deter mine or my teammates' commitment to chasing success in 2024. Any questions?
What actually happened, Cal? Can you talk us through the incident, I guess?
Look, I don't think that's necessarily important. What is important that I'm here today and take ownership for my actions and put my hand up and own it.
Without going into specifics, was it a Mad Monday thing just gone wrong? Is that the basics of it all?
Yeah, without taking away the seriousness of the injury, yeah, it occurred on that day, and as I said, I made a bad mistake.
When are you likely to be back? Do you have any idea yet when you can return?
We're not sure yet. There's a window that we've been given, but the likelihood is it may impact the start of the season, but there's still a lot of water going on the bridge, and we'll get the best advice and go on surgeon and specialist advice.
Can you talk us through what it was like telling the club and telling Horse, and that obviously you weren't quite sure the seriousness of the injury, but you kind of felt the shoulder issue?
Yeah, it was extremely hard. As soon as I found the results, I went into Horse's office and told him exactly what happened, and as you can imagine, he was extremely disappointed, as am I myself, so yeah.
How long after that Mad Monday did you get the scans and get those results?
It was on Wednesday night. We got the scan and then got the results Thursday morning, and I was in Horse's office as soon as I found out.
And what was that conversation like with John?
Yeah, as I said, it was extremely hard, but that's the respect I have for Horse, to be able to own it and take full responsibility, and as I said, he was disappointed, as am I.
And you said there's a window. There was talk maybe of your whole season out. Do you have like a time frame, like a month time frame you could sort of give us?
Look, we're not going to go really into specifics at the moment. As I said, they've sort of given us a window that potentially around the start of the season is at risk. But as I said, there's a lot of water going to the bridge, and I'll be doing everything I possibly can to rehab to get back on the field as quick as possible.
Is it a torn rotator cuff? Is that the injury? Can you explain what the actual injury is?
Yeah, it's a rotator cuff injury.
Have you had any shoulder issues previously, or was it definitely from this incident that this injury has happened?
No, it was from this mistake, and as I said, I own it and take full responsibility for what happened.
Is it doubly frustrating considering the previous injury you had, which was also an innocuous accidental type thing, which also cost you a lot of time out, and I guess last season missing a fair chunk?
Look, I think it's just disappointing that this has occurred, and I don't think we need to go on about that sort of stuff, but it was a bad mistake, and it's extremely frustrating, and I'm gutted that this is the result.
Was there any discussions, either in your own mind or with the club, about the captaincy? Did that come up at all, and what should be done in that regard?
Look, I think that's a discussion for the club to have. We haven't had those discussions, but what I will say is I absolutely love leading this club. It's something I hold clearly deep to my heart, and it's something that I love doing, and it's a position that I don't hold for granted.
Obviously, there's going to be a bit of talk about Jacob being the other guy involved. Have you spoken to him? Is he feeling okay about the issue that he's sort of caused here as well?
Look, as I said before, I don't think those details are important. What is important is that I made the mistake and take full responsibility.
As soon as it occurred, where was your mind at? What were you thinking?
It was quite an innocuous accident. As I said, the next couple of days, I didn't know what I'd done, how bad it was. It wasn't that bad. So at the time, but obviously it is what it is now.
So is there a chance the captaincy talks could still come up? And if so, are you desperate to hang on to it if it is brought up and it is questioned?
Look, that's a decision for the club to make at the right time.